Welcome one and all, I'm Keith, this is Game to Please. We're back in Fallout 4, Legends Only Live Once, our no healing permadeath survival run, having just invited the Brotherhood into the Commonwealth. Because last time, we got rid of Kellogg and started Act 2. Besides getting rid of Kellogg, we also were able to instigate a new set of rules, and it was in the hope to make the run just a little more interesting, a little more difficult, but it clearly wasn't enough, because during editing, I realized it still wasn't difficult enough, so I put out a poll that asked everyone what they thought I should do next. Next being either a Nuka-World off to Far Harbor, doing the Mechanist final fight, stuff like that. And the decision was to go off to Nuka-World, claim all parks, and I think that that is suitably difficult for this character. Although we have legendary weapons and armor, we are sitting at just over level 30, and we are going to be having some issues along the way. Also, we are going to be facing down a particular... Okay, that's just Ness. Yeah, we're going to be facing down a particular set of circumstances which I normally deal with either power armor or... Well, and there goes Psycho Buff. Okay, the game is just trying to interrupt me. Maybe I should have stayed on top of Fort Hagen for the intro. But I want to get going. So yeah, Nuka-World, it's going to be difficult. There are going to be a few situations where I have to do something that's out of my normal way of doing it. Kitty Kingdom comes to mind because usually I have power armor that gets me a jetpack that allows me to just bypass the vast majority of Kitty Kingdom, hopping on a wall and then just jumping into the few places you need to go to. The gas room, the hazmat suit is not going to be allowed, so I have to deal with it through medics. And, of course, the Gauntlet itself, Coulter. Normally I deal with him by exploding his pants, but I am not allowed to put any explosives in his pants to explode, unfortunately, this time. So we'll have to deal with that as well. And besides the Nuka-World decision, I also saw in the comments the insane Shecklador thought that I needed to add another set of rules. Not just a new task to do by going off to Nuka-World, but also a new way of playing. And I really liked a few of his comments, but one of them in particular I'm going to apply. And that would be limiting the use of the legendaries that I pick up. What we're going to be doing is allowing legendary weapons and armor to only be utilized once per sleep cycle. So, right now I am sitting on a rank of tired. And that means that when I go to sleep, I am going to lose out on any weapons or armor that I've used this sleep cycle. And that's a tough one. I'm going to instigate it immediately, but that means that I'm going to have to say goodbye to the Deadeye Advance, the instigating calibrated powerful sniper rifle, the two-shot calibrated powerful combat rifle, and the powered gear. And that is just painful. So, we are going to have to be very strategic. We're going to have to start actually picking up weapons that are good but not great, but could serve a good purpose when it comes to actually niche situations, maybe versus ghouls, super mutants, stuff like that. All of the slayers, the troubleshooters, things that we can use for a single outing. So I'm going to go off to Grey Garden, pick up some corn and some mute fruit, some potatoes, probably don't need that. And then we're going to make some adhesive, take a look at stuff at Diamond City, and we're going to just see how we can do a Nuka-World run with the new rule set that we only get to hold on to our weapons and armor for one use of a sleep cycle. Yeah. Diamond City surplus is always open. Okay, future Keith back at Diamond City, and yes, I have just realized that I've rambled on and on and on for more than an hour about all the different prep that I've been going through, and it's gotten a bit much. So we are going to simply do a spark notes of what I've accomplished and how I am prepared for Nuka-World, because I do not trust myself in the future to be able to actually break it down into something a little more coherent. Firstly, our weapons are as follows. We've upgraded as far as we can with the various resources we can, and we've spent a bunch of money, but also sold a bunch of ammo to get the resources to do that. Explosive Powerful Combat Rifle is going to be used for the Gauntlet, along with the two-shot calibrated Powerful Sniper Rifle and the Lucky Advanced 10mm pistol. Now I know in the past I've used the Powerful Combat Sniper Rifle, the explosive, and the two-shot before, but the rule set is going to be applied starting with this episode. I had went to sleep, dropped my weapons that I had used last episode, and am starting fresh. Any weapons that I've picked up, I can now use at least once before going to sleep again and losing out on them. The rest of the weapons here, we are going to be using going forward in Nuka-World after sleeping. They are our backup weapons. We've got a Nocturnal Advanced 10mm pistol, the Troubleshooter's Boosted Fiery Laser Pistol, Bad's Enhanced and Wounding Advanced 10mm pistols, yes. And the Suppressed Hardened Piercing, it doesn't have a legendary prefix. I think I bought that at some point to actually pull the stuff off of that, but we ended up with just enough aluminum and adhesive anyway. For our armor, we are going to be bringing quite a bit. We're sitting on our fortifying. We're using that for sure just to get us through the gauntlet, carry a bunch of stuff into Nuka-World, and that will provide us backup. I think the Cavaliers is going to be useful for Bloodworms when it comes to Dry Rock Gulch, and the VATS Enhance could be useful for just getting more VAT shots and getting that VATS defense up. And yeah, troubleshooters, obviously, we're going to be facing down a bunch of robots, so we might as well have those around. Some things to sell, plenty of stim packs to sell. We're at 15,000 caps, so I think we'll be good. Our aid situation is looking pretty good as well. We've got plenty of light food, plenty of grilled radstag, jet fuel, Med-X, the overdrive, the XL Ultra Jet. I have taken 2 ranks in chem resistant, and that will allow me to be taking Med-X and overdrive without getting addicted to those, and that will be useful. The pre-war money for selling, ammo situation, bunch of stuff to sell, but also a bunch of stuff to just hold on to and use. Yes, I think that covers most of it. We've done our selling. We've slept. We picked up lethargy when we slept, which was just the worst thing ever, but yeah, we are set when it comes to going off to Nuka-World, and I think the past couple minutes is going to be a lot better than trying to edit down an hour's worth of work, and future me is going to appreciate that. So, let's go off to Nuka-World, and, well, we need to do something along the way first. We need to first actually kill some enemies and look for something in particular. So what we need to do is build up our adrenaline. We were actually able to save all the ghouls along the way to Fort Hagen, and I think we're just going to go back that same exact route and use those ghouls now to build up adrenaline. But we're also going to be looking for a melee weapon. Now, the gas room will be unable to use the hazmat suit, so we'll have to rely on Med-X to keep us nice and safe. And we've got something happening over here. It looks like the raiders got put directly on the super mutants. Okay, good to know. Okay, super mutant brute. I don't know if I want to take him out in one shot. Looks like I can, but it's really foggy. Okay, there we go. Let's start going through these guys looking for a melee weapon because, yes, as I was saying, we can't use the... Ooh, cunning. That might actually prove useful. So we can't use the hazmat suit. We're going to have issues with the gas exploding. So let's get a melee weapon if we can to deal with the rad roaches. I really wasn't thinking a Nocturnal Super Sledge would be applicable, but that's kind of glorious in its own right. You know what? I'm going to take that. I'm going to take it just for the heck of it. That could be a ridiculous damage-dealing weapon. So let's take a grilled radstag. And we've got someone... Okay, let's fall back from whatever's happening over here. I don't want anything to do with it. Simply retracing our steps, and let's actually deal with some ghouls. I think that could prove useful. And even with the jet fuel, the plus 35 AP and AP regen, lethargy, and the loss of our powered gear just makes our AP go back so slow. Okay, one of the issues we're going to be facing is we're coming here just as much for adrenaline as we are to actually get some potential melee weapons. So let's get all the ghouls up if we can. That did it. Now, it's pretty difficult for the ghouls to get all the way over here, but we need to be prepared just in case there's issues. I'm going to try to wake up some of the ghouls. And ideally, I would be able to just hold them right here, and they wouldn't be able to get to me easily. Take you out. See if we can't get their attention. Hopefully they figure out how to get up here. Well, not too easily, but at least up here. I don't want to go try to find their legendaries in the water. Okay, if you want to be down over there. That fuel has already worn off. Okay, danger. That should help you find me, hopefully. But kind of hopefully not. Okay, I'm gonna start searching through some of these ghouls that I've killed. Sentinels. I'm going to start picking up Sentinels a lot more because I'm going to be going through it probably more often than I otherwise would normally. No legendary there. Take that guy out. You can go down after a few shots as well. Could be a feral ghoul. Irradiated switchblade. Not exactly the melee weapon I was hoping for. Another no item legendary for the feral ghoul there. Same thing right there. Okay. Things are not looking good when it comes to getting legendaries out of these guys. And clearly there's still someone around. Oh, he made it up here just fine. Furious red baseball bat. That is actually a little bit better. I think we'll call it good. The rest of these guys can just... Well, they're all fine, but I wouldn't mind getting a little more adrenaline. Okay, a few more ghouls go down, and I think we'll call it there. Let's see if we can't search for them. Going to be a nightmare to try to find everything. No, this is going to be a waste, because each of these seems to not even be having legendary items. So, yeah, let's just call it. And our AP coming back so slowly. I think I might need to take another jet fuel. This is just a little painful. But we're only sitting at 10% adrenaline. 10% adrenaline, it's not good enough for me. We are going to need some more adrenaline for a Coulter fight, the way we're going to have to do it this time. Unfortunately, I can't really see any ghouls. Try to wake them up with some shots and start doing some scanning. Whoa, 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 whoa. Easy there. You don't need to throw your cars at me, Mr. Ghoul, okay? Just for that, you go down. Actually, you were going to go down anyway. Okay, they're coming at us. Danger. Now that it's danger, we need to be a little careful. Make sure that they don't flank us. Some easy shots. They don't know where things are coming from. They shouldn't be able to get up behind us without us knowing about it, as long as we keep that scanning. Taking shots where we can. Nice, easy melee enemies. Marking them up if you can. Okay, screw it. We have the explosive rifle for a reason. I don't feel bad using it because I'm going to have to say no to this pretty soon. What? Oh my. Where did you come from? Okay, that's actually not good whatsoever. We have to go towards the danger to avoid the death. Let's slowly move up on the ghouls and try to get rid of our super mutant friends from afar. I don't like this whatsoever. The ghouls are running around like crazy. I'm still in caution. Caution is getting closer and closer. It's getting brighter and brighter. None of this is ideal. Nocturnal baseball bat. We might just need to call it quits. This is a little scary. Super mutants with the high ground is something I'd like to avoid if at all possible. Got a few ghouls over here. Take them out. Super mutants are not advancing. I think we're at least a lot safer than we were a moment ago. Okay, plenty of melee weapons. Ask and you shall receive. I only needed one. I could be getting plenty of, you know, actual guns right now, but nope. Nope, nope, nope. That'd be too good. There is one getting up. I think it's a glowing one. See what they can do for us. Ooh, that's pretty nasty. Go over to something that... Oh, that's really nasty. Headshot, please. Mutated. Shoot it several times. And, okay. I think that that was the safer way of dealing with him. Martyrs. We have martyrs already. And Junkie's double barrel shotgun. I can say no to that. Okay, adrenaline at 20%. Not ideal. We're not going to be able to get too much more out of it. Let's actually keep moving. We're not seeing anything super easy. And I'd like to avoid getting too stuck in with the ghouls that are still around. Okay, well, he took care of himself. And more explosions. Yeah, that's what I wanted to avoid. Getting too close to ghouls who can trigger mines that I don't want to try to go take care of and have them suddenly spawn and rush me. So yeah, we're going to go up this cliffside. We're going to try to get to the Fort Hagen outskirts. And we're going to be very careful once we're here because there's a random location for spawning enemies pretty much in this abandoned area that I don't know if they're going to be there or not. But with the super mutants already on the road, hopefully we're safe. And it is very bright. We need to be cognizant about how not sneaky we are. But I think we're safe. Let's just do a little bit of a sprint. Now, there's a few more enemies along the way that we can get some good adrenaline out of the situation. There's some Mirelurks with the Mirelurk eggs over there. I wouldn't mind grabbing those. Frag mines with... there's one raider that's like in a little house over there. Might also prove useful. Feel like I'm taking too much stuff. I don't think I'm going to be able to sell all of this. So maybe we should just bypass the raider keep moving to the Mirelurks. The hatchlings will give us some adrenaline, and we can get some eggs. I think we'll be able to get some dirty water and the eggs through to have those for Nuka-World. Oh. Hello, you. Yeah, that's Deathclaw. Deathclaw is, like, right over there. I don't know if I feel good about the Deathclaw right over there. Okay, having second thoughts on all of this. The belly shot is not doing too poorly. I do a belly and then straight into a critical shot belly, but not sure I want to do that. I want the eggs, though. Okay, the Deathclaw is going to be tough. I think if we build up our critical strikes in the Gauntlet, that is more than enough. So we can use a critical strike here. It might be time just to go for food and psycho and, yeah, get this guy taken care of. Another jet fuel, a psycho buff, a rar, and well, suddenly the belly shot is almost doing it. Okay, let's just get in range and do a quick belly critical. He goes down. Now we need to build up our critical again. Quick draw automatic combat shotgun. It's not the worst, but no, I don't think I'll... Well, I have the carry capacity. Let's take that, and we'll drop it off elsewhere. So, Deathclaw egg, cracked Deathclaw egg. Yeah, we'll leave it. Actually, honestly, I forget. Should I grab that, or should I not? Thought the Deathclaw egg... Okay, this is strange. I'm forgetting how this works. The Deathclaw egg is a recipe, and you're supposed to take a Deathclaw egg over to Wellingham. It's all not coming back to me as well as it should. But we got rid of the Deathclaw. We could take his egg, but I'm not going to because I'm not a monster. I'm going to instead go off and take some Mirelurk eggs, and then we'll be set. So let's get the Mirelurks up. Big guy over here. Shouldn't be any hunters, thankfully. As we're detected, as we're in danger. Hatchlings and just a regular Mirelurk. You know what? Screw it. More jet. And I think that's good. Yeah, we are going to be using a lot of chems now because I do not have my deadeye, and I've gotten very used to my deadeye. We're not taking the duelists. We are taking the eggs. And the other Mirelurk. The parts of the map that I'm not super familiar with, I want to triple, quadruple check that we're good. And I can fall back if I need to. So let's take out the Mirelurk. I think we can start building up our critical, our pathetic critical. Assassin's 10mm might prove useful at some point. Get the eggs up. Quick shots. Nice and easy. Of course, our AP is coming back pathetically slow, so good thing we didn't hatch those guys. Now you can come up. And 85% chance, no good. See if we can get them to come our way a little bit. And we finally have our critical. Yeah, our critical goes up so slow just because we're a very low luck build. Okay, I think we're ready to drop a bunch of stuff off over at Sunshine, and then we can move forward with getting into Nuka-World. This has been a very, very tedious situation. Both the prep and getting over here, choosing the weapons that we want to use. It has been a slow bit, but we're finally getting to Nuka-World. Hopefully I can cut this down quite a bit, especially that first bit, just getting rid of it. And yeah, then we can have this episode be more about Nuka-World and less about the trials and tribulations of getting ready for Nuka-World. Packing is always quite a bit. Don't know if I want to... Yeah, the legendary Yaguai, he's more powerful than the Deathclaw, so maybe I should just let bears be bygones. And just a little bit of a trek over to Sunshine. We should be set. We're just going to drop some stuff off here for safekeeping. I'm going to take the Furious Red Baseball Bat and the Sentinel's Lead Pipe, just in case the Sentinel's Lead Pipe can't handle the Rad Roaches. I'd hope that the Furious Baseball Bat can. Hopefully we don't need the Martyrs. I'm going to keep it here for now. And the Sprinters, I shouldn't have picked that up at all because I'm just going to run into a car and kill myself. And we'll just take the money. Everything else we're just going to leave here. I think we are set. A quick bit of drinking and we'll be ready. Okay, so what are we sitting at? We are at adrenaline 35%. I think that's as good as we can ask for, or as easy we can ask for it. We will be getting through plenty more people, a few turrets, a few bugs, other things to give us adrenaline before our Coulter fight. Hopefully that is all we need. Now, Nuka-World, there are some quirks about it, and, you know, I learned something from comments, it seems like, every run, and the Insane Shecklador had given me some really interesting knowledge about how to actually just bypass most of the Gauntlet and get to the Coulter fight. I'm not going to do that today, but in his video, you know, showcasing what he was talking about, let's just say that there were some issues getting past this area, and now I'll deal with this the normal way I deal with things. Lots of bullets in the various temples of the people that are standing in my way, and we're pretty far away. Okay, taking a look. Yeah, these gunners, they are tough. We might be able to get a headshot that can... Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to get a headshot that takes out Kaler in a single shot. I would need to critical her. That wouldn't be ideal. I want to save my critical for worst case scenarios. And that Assaultron is nasty. Okay, luckily headshots are doing it for them. This is a perfect place for just a mini nuke or an artillery grenade, but none of that's going to work out. So I'm going to back off for just enough distance to still be getting headshots, taking down the legendary gunners. And then we're going to just do it nice and slow, nice and safe. That's still doing plenty. I think we should be able to take out the gunners with a headshot from a nice safe location all the way back here. The range shouldn't drop off too much. Let's find out. That does it just fine. Now the issue is the Assaultron that's hopping on one leg. Oh, it only did half the damage. Take another shot quick like. And we're in danger. Okay. I was not sure how that would work. Yeah, when it starts getting its laser beams, that's when I go into VATS and just pray. I only had a 20% chance there, but just enough to make it. Falling back because we're in danger. Straight into caution. This is... tricky situation. But of course, I don't want to spend too much time falling back, getting back into hidden, taking safe shots because I'm going to run out of my tiredness level, and As soon as I get tired, I'm going to start looking for ways to get done. And overtired, that's probably getting to be too much. Let's take headshots. Yeah, the new rule set that we have where we say goodbye to our legendary gear that we're using for the next round of sleep. That is making things interesting. A lot more strategic. So let's be a little careful. Keep looking for easy shots. We can still be in caution as long as we've given them at least a little bit to avoid the blind fire. Okay, let's take a long shot. That was the commander. And they probably have a stim pack, so they're probably back up to full strength. Take a headshot on this guy. No blind fire returned. Okay, there's still the commander and two of them up top that I haven't dealt with. We need to be extra careful. These gunners are no joke. The nimble agitated laser. I'm not sure it's worth taking. Freezing knuckles, I can definitely say no to that. Where is the commander? Right in front of the entrance. Okay. A headshot is doing it at this range. So we lucked out there. And I think up top, they're not seeing us. We're not seeing them. But yeah, the insane Shecklador, he's taught me a few things, as have the rest of the comments. It's always good to see people's different ideas and things they've learned that, you know, seem like it would be obvious, but I discovered Fallout 4 a couple years after it's been out for a bit. And yeah, one thing about a naked level 1 survival run to Nuka-World is getting past the initial gunners can be pretty difficult. But yeah, you can go on top of those rocks, jump and get to the rooftop, and then just drop down straight into the thing. Now this gate over here, yeah, it is locked. You can't get through there. I was wondering, is there an easier way to get through? And the answer is, yes, there is. Just hop up on that rock, and you can hop up onto this ledge. And I think if you're quick enough, you would be able to just bypass all of that, that discussion right there and make a run for it straight into the door. Haven't really tested it, but it was just one of those things that in the Insane Shecklador's video that was teaching me about bypassing the Gauntlet entirely, which I won't be doing here, it was shown that there was some issues trying to get into Nuka-World itself. So yes, let's should probably take care of the two gunners on top. I'm really thinking that it's probably a good idea to take care of those two gunners. Squirrel bits, something, something, something. Let's actually go deal with that. Hidden brackets went pretty quickly into nearly caution. Take him out. And let's just get up here. Use third person, do some scouting, and see that that person's right there. Let them apparently completely be oblivious. And wait for a headshot. Okay, I'm impatient. He's just right there. Get 5 feet away and... headshot right now. He's shooting me. Okay. Impatience is not ideal, because you walk up to an enemy who immediately shoots you. Good thing it was just a hardened sniper rifle. It would have done 100 damage had we not been in VATS. Excuse me, something like 120 damage. That is not good. We just avoided, again, in VATS, a big chunk of damage. Got to be more careful. Okay, let's check what this guy has. Staggering Super Sledge. I think I can say no to that. It's been a very slow episode for me. I'm a little bit on edge.
Jesus, shit.
And Harvey, I actually don't want to talk to you. Let's get the railway activated, the main power activated, and be on our way to Nuka-World.
The monorail will take you to Nuka-World.
Please stand clear of the doors.
Killing another sucker to help his family.
Clearly not, but whatever, Gage.
Tag still works.
Attention all my favorite undesirables out there. In case you haven't noticed, looks like we got ourselves some fresh meat to run the gauntlet.
So yes, fresh meat to run the gauntlet, and yeah, the gauntlet, it's a mixture of very easy and very tough situations. And just to point out what the insane Shecklador had shown me, it's chained, unfortunately, but if we can just barely activate the chain, there we go. We are free and through the gauntlet. Now, it bugs out, you need to go back pretty much to where you meet the ants and make your way to fight Coulter that way, otherwise, you know, bad things happen. But yeah, it's a fun little thing, and we're not going to be doing that. We are going to be doing the gauntlet proper. To start this room, I'm going to take out just a couple of the turrets that I can. And when I say a couple, I thought it was a couple. I think, yeah, the one over there we can't quite get to. So we're going to just run through this room with a jet. And I think we're all set with all of that. It might be a good idea just to have Psycho constantly on, because that damage resistance, well, kind of pathetic, because our damage resistance is pretty pathetic anyway. But yeah, every little bit helps. So let's load up on everything we need for a gauntlet run. Jet fuel, 1 Med-X right now, 1 Psycho buff, purified water for it, and yeah, 1 jet. And because we do have 1 extra level up, we have our choice. The 2 bits into chem resistant was definitely useful, so we can take Med-X and overdrive as needed. And Rifleman is just sitting there tempting me, but I'm going to hold on to it because I might need to start moving towards Adamantium Skeleton. Most of the shots have just been body shots, but if I do take limb damage down to 0, that could be really, really bad for the rest of the run. So have to keep an eye on that, have to be ready with Adamantium Skeleton. I think we're set, so let's speed by through here. Not running at the best speed that we might otherwise be able to get through here, but the turrets shouldn't be fast enough to do anything about it. And Light Step is helping us. And we're fine. So yeah, I ate tripwires because physics objects can make them go a little wonky. I'm going to just grab all the gears and springs for the sake of it. And we're at 45% adrenaline. We might just be fine to bypass the turrets entirely. Let's take a few of them out, though. Literally 1 right there. That one over there. And I don't like it because I don't know if any of these have explosive ammo on them, and that could be really bad for my health. Okay, no, I'm done. I'm not messing around with the turrets. I've already taken 12 damage from a random gunner that I should not have taken damage from, which is not great. Definitely not great whatsoever. I just run over this. And the next area is rads. Oh my god, 3 rads already. Okay. We're sitting at 90 rads right now, so let's take... We'll be able to get more Rad-X from the market. I think... Yeah, these rad barrels are just a bit ridiculous. Let's take... Screw it. 12 Rad-X. I know that in the naked run, this room was a lot worse than I gave it credit for, so I was only going to do just a few, but let's just overkill. We'll get more Rad-X. Okay, already blowing through plenty of water, but we've got a good rad resistance of 1200. And I'm going to jet, and yeah, rads are down to less than 1. That's good. Now we're going to get through here on the left and get ready for another jet. Oh, rads are at +3, +1, +1. Okay, whatever. Grab the key. I don't have lockpicking. Lots of rads, lots of rads. Oh my gosh, okay. I thought I might need to have more, but did not expect it to be that bad. Ouch. What are we at? Okay, that was 21 rads right there. 2.1% of my health right there. That is no good. Yeah, I've thought about how I'm going to do this, and I'm realizing that usually I've just done it my way with power armor, with hazmat suits, with various other bits and pieces, and it's been enough because it's been late in the game enough. But this is scary. These situations are no good. I'm going to get some VATs built up from this. They're not moving targets. Surely you can hit them. Thank you. Okay, apparently not. And with that, we've got a critical. Take care of the rest of these guys. Lots of ammo. Well, not lots of ammo, but some good stuff.
Oh, what? Call me crazy, but I think our fix got something against fun.
Okay, turn off the light. Let's be safe in here. Couple rats and an alien to deal with. Not too much of an issue there. Radix is going to run out pretty quickly. There's a little bit of rads in here, but more importantly, the alien. Okay. Take him out nice and easy. And just bypass everything with the rads over there. Fusion core, still not sure why I take those. And take the turret out. And plenty of mines to go through, so let's just grab all of them. Okay, plenty of free money. Now we have the Mirelurks, and I think that we can get them out. Thought we could get them out.
Jesus, who's torturing who? Pick up the pace, Vic.
Well, okay, let's not worry about getting the Mirelurks out. Let's just go up here.
Get in there, sucker. Hope she doesn't forget to feed
And
the
we'll hold
Mirelurks.
this area. Okay, that was the worst shooting I've done in a while. And you can go down, reloading at the worst possible time. Eventually one's going to come around the corner. Eventually. There we go. We've got another legendary Mirelurk. Headshots. Hell, shell shots, any shots. Okay. Level up, and I think we're good. Radix has just worn up. What did I just pick up? Caring too much, clearly. What was that? A wounding fat man. Okay, just like the, what was it, a staggering missile launcher, we've got a wounding fat man. Wait a second. I might need to hold on to this. Because a critical shot should bypass Coulter and his electrical field. And that would be a hull... Okay, is this just perfect? Is this just the perfect thing to have dropped? Okay, I need to test this and actually see if it is going to work the way I think it's going to work. Need to find something to drop to. Surely the Relentless Combat Knife is going to be enough to get through the rad roaches. So I'm going to drop that. And a bunch of other things. Okay. We can come back for things. Let's stick some stuff in here for now. Okay, that's all fine. We've got a mini nuke launcher. This might just be sheer dumb luck, but yeah, let's go. Let's keep moving forward. Okay, no issue with the tripwires, but this gas room.
This bitch takes any longer, we're all gonna die of boredom.
This is scary. Okay, so The gas room is going to be doing damage to me. One little bit of Med-X has worn off, that's fine. We're a little hungry. We're probably a little thirsty, but we're going to be doing a bunch of Med-X in here. A jet, and I think just using this knife to get through all of the rad roaches. This is going to be a tense situation, but we should be able to move quick enough. So yeah, definitely a jet. I think plenty of Med-X, 2000 resistance to poison to not have the gas just damage us like crazy. Still going to be pretty difficult. Yeah, Relentless Combat Knife plus Jet. And we've still got Psycho Buff, Jet Fuel. I think that's everything we need. Let's get the water because we're definitely severely hydrated. Parched and taken care of. Okay, once we step inside, we have to be quick. We need both the key and the terminal password. And I'm wondering if just taking a stealth boy for the pure sake of having at least a little bit of extra sneakiness. Let's do it. Okay, gas activated, rad roaches, take care of them. Oh, the rads are back because of course all these enemies are very ratty. Rad-X, let's take a single Rad-X. Okay, rads are around. Why am I not sneaky? Oh, hey, weird. Vats is being mean about all of it. We're at 116 rads, and we're only invisible in my Pip-Boy. That says 241 out of 286 if you can't read it. Okay. Get these rad roaches out. And quickly, quick kills. Still gonna have more coming out. Come on. Okay, too fast, too fast. Oh my. That's defense, help me out here. This is messy as anything. I'm taking damage, I'm taking gas damage, think I'm done. Okay, 230 out of 286. This has been a very painful episode. Just get in here. Probably could have been done a lot safer. Stealth boy not fighting the rad roaches and then backing off and shooting them. 18 damage after all of that. Yikes. Okay, going through, picking up stuff.
Let's get a move on. Doesn't matter what
I'll go back for all the grenades and all the stuff that I've been dropping. In fact, you know what? These weapons are no longer useful to me. Let's drop the Furious. That was a mess. That was definitely quite a bit of a mess. But we can breathe that fresh air.
That's right, Vic. Breathe that fresh air in while you can.
But it's very bright. So I think I'm going to take another jet and try to deal with the ant swarm immediately. Just jet is the answer to everything. And another one over there. And that takes care of that one. Who else? Who else? Why am I still in caution? Don't like being in caution. Anyone? Okay, the turrets. Unyielding. Shouldn't need to take it, but I'll take it anyway. Okay, I think we're ready to finally go face down Coulter. So let's start with a stealth boy just to get through this next area. And a quick jet just to run through it. And then be in caution right over here. That's all fine. because I don't want to get shot by the audience participation. Oof. Audience participation. Let's get out of here. That person had a skull next to their name. Okay. The Vault Dweller. The Legend of the Vault. We've made it. Oh, I can still see myself. It's kind of strange.
Is that a vault suit? You gotta be kidding me. No vault dweller could have made it this far. Here's a quick rundown how this works. Thanks to this suit, I'm the only one that wins this fight. Period. Think you're hot shit getting this far. Huh. Think again. Alright, Gage. Let her through. Something tells me I'm really gonna enjoy this.
Yeah, hot shit. I'm not so sure about that. I've been making a few mistakes this episode, so could have been a little better. But I think we're near the end. Ooh, we even have a second mini nuke. I'll take that. I need to drop some stuff in here. And let's talk to Gage quick like.
Who is this?
I'm the guy that's gonna get you out of this alive. Damn thing's invincible. You name it, someone's tried it. Miniguns, grenades.
Well, clearly... Oh, I'm in Psycho Buff. It's worn out. 1 second, I need to re-up my drugs. Much better. Yeah, that's the sort of expression I would give to everything's been tried. And he did say grenades have been tried, but not the way I would have tried them.
Alright, it's time. I'll open the door. See you on the other side.
So, of course, I picked up the squirt gun to progress the quest, but I am not allowed to use the thirst zapper. It is not a legendary weapon when it comes to this run, and it's guaranteed. So even if I do count it as a legendary weapon, a unique item variant in other YOLO runs, yeah, one way or another, I'm not allowed to use this. So we have to find a different way to get through Coulter's electrically charged Who's-a-ma-what's-it. And the answer to that is criticals. Lots and lots of criticals. So, we have the Wounding Fat Man, and I believe this should work. A critical should get through Coulter's power armor, and we do have 2 shots for that. We'll use that up and see what we can do. We have overdrive if it comes to it, but yeah, we need to get through this without leaving this room, in fact, because it'll be too difficult if we get out of here. And yeah, he's going to have his little speech, and we'll see him in a second. And if you let the pack die down, and then he talks to the operators.
Operators, are you ready to see me notch another kill?
It really comes across as half-hearted applause.
And you, are you ready to die? Let's do this!
Okay, so, first of all, we have our critical. We have our Fat Man. Let's see how this goes. I mean, I should just take an overdrive right now, just to be sure. And headshot, critical. Oh god, that did barely anything. That's supposed to do a lot more. Oh, was it the actual projectile hitting him, only doing that much, and the explosion wasn't counted? Okay, screw that. This is useless. Drop the crappy weapon. I've learned my lesson. That's a good way of wasting a critical. Okay, this will take some time. I thought I was going to have an easy way out, but surely people have tried that, and that's why they got rid of whatever I was thinking was going to happen. You need to get his power armor down with the thirst zapper to actually be able to do that. But with this, I should be able to build up a critical. But at the same time, I should also just be able to take the random shot and get a 25% chance with overdrive to do this. It's been forever since I've had to do this. I had to look this up when I was doing my very first YOLO runs, and overdrive was one of the ways you could get by, but you'd still have to take the shots. He would return fire. It was so much easier just to drop a grenade in his pants. So, overdrive. Let's just see slowly but surely if this does anything. And Medex is worn off. Now we can take some shots if he's at least a little far away and not interested in turning at us immediately. Just take the 95%. Okay, sneak attack and critical strike. So this is still going to take a while, but the sniper rifle is not horrible. I think we'll just rely on that. Good VATS shots and a 25% chance of getting through to his self over there. Doesn't want to move from that location, does he? This could be a little while. Not much longer now. We just need to take little shots and then immediately get out of danger. Little shot, out of danger. Little shot, and we did it. No putting a grenade in his pockets. Just 2 overdrive and a bunch of tedious waiting later.
Gage, what the hell just happened?
We've got ourselves a new overboss.
Yes, chick? Are you sure, Gage?
She'll get respect when she earns respect.
Amen.
All right. Now get the hell out of here. I'll show the boss around.
What did I tell you? Worked like a charm.
Okay, Gage, that was pathetic. I didn't use the squirt gun. All it took was 2 overdrive, a failed mini nuke, and just a bunch of waiting.
That guy was nothing. I've had tougher challenges.
Bullshit.
So, taken for a ride, a good chunk of experience there. And we've started an ambitious plan. But I think this is where we're going to leave it here for today. Leave the rest of the parks for next time because, yeah, we are looking at quite a big list of things to do. We've got to get ourselves set up for being in Nuka-World, getting through the parks, and doing it without power armor. So we do have no sleep required yet. We do have Nuka free for us to undo that just a little bit. We got to keep using the weapons that we have used this time, and that should be able to get us through some of the easier parks, maybe some outlying areas that we need to go visit. But yeah, let's talk to Gage quick, like get him out of our room.
Pigs are yours now. Look, I'll be honest with you. This operation.
And there comes our first drink of tired.
Step in and take the reins.
Oh, sure. I understand. So, are you just gonna paint the bullseye directly on my back, or what?
I ain't gonna lie. It's a part of the reason you won't see me stepping up.
And Psycho Buff is worn out. Okay, let's take a grilled rad stag instead.
I'm telling you, it ain't gonna be that bad. I'll be here if you need me. You are the overboss after all.
And so Gage is going to stay here, but yeah, I think we're going to leave it there for now. We have got to Nuka-World. We took some damage along the way. There was that 12 damage from a gunner, which was just an idiotic mistake on my part. Should have shot him from very far away. And there was the gas room. That was 18 damage, and probably could have done that better. The rad roaches struck me a few times, even though I was in VATS. But all things considered, I think that it went well enough. We're going to, in between parts, I think, organize our inventory. We have a bunch of stuff that's just sitting throughout the Gauntlet. We'll bring that up here. We've got to talk to the traders, make sure that we are well stocked when it comes to Radix and water. Start making a plan as to where we're going first. Of course, yeah, Kitty Kingdom, we'll need to go grab a holotape. That's at Brad Burton's town. The various other bits, we'll need to make sure that we're ready for dealing with plenty of melee enemies, but the robots, that's something else entirely, terrifying as that is. And we need to be ready to get through plenty of stuff because I think we'll use this adrenaline and deal with the tiredness and overtiredness and potentially even weariness, depending on how far we're along, to get through at least some of the parks. And then we'll take a nap, well, take a long sleep, and then we'll have to say goodbye to our lovely gear. We've only used the fortifying so far, and so that's pretty good, without getting rid of too many things. Fortifying got us to Nuka-World, and the Lucky Advanced, the 2-shot, and the explosive, all of that stuff is going to go. So we need to be ready for when we get to our next sleep cycle, throwing away a bunch of really good legendary weapons and armor, and getting through the next round with what we have left before we run out of gear. But that is all for later. Until then, I have been Keith. This has been Game to Please with Fallout 4. Legends Only Live Once. Successfully having made it to Nuka-World, instigated new rules, and taken more damage from a couple mistakes that we've made than we have in the rest of the run combined. So, Nuka-World, yes, living up to its expected amount of danger. Thanks for joining me, and until next time, farewell.